Winners are picked from our comments section, but they will only be notified of their win in our videos. Meaning when you're watching a video, if you won, it'll be mentioned in there, whoever the winners are, as they do win. So you must subscribe and hit the bell so that you know when new videos come out. This means you also need to type a comment, and we would love it if you'd participate. So thank you for watching. Elon is Darwin. Why Tesla stock is the singularity. Thank you for watching. Please understand this is just my opinion and it's not to be taken as financial advice, but I am going to go over some things that I think a lot of you have noticed, some of you in a fleeting moment, some of you not at all, and some of you in your subconscious and have not really ever gotten into it or drawn attention perhaps to it for your own edification. Thoughts, making sense of it to yourself, for yourself. So here's what I mean. If you've noticed in the last years, recent years, a few interesting things have happened, and that's why I'm calling it the singularity, where basically the way I see the singularity is technology becomes one with reality and reality becomes one with technology. I think we're all on the same page here with this topic. So Tesla has its cars. Tesla has SpaceX, Tesla has Neuralink, and now Tesla has taken over Pong. I was tempted to make this video from my Tesla Model 3, but I figured, you know what? I was inspired to make it. I'm sitting here at my desk. I thought I would just hit record and just go into it off the cuff with you and tell you what it is that I'm talking about. So recently, as you know, Tesla bought a tremendous amount of Bitcoin, and I mean a motherload. And they seem to be setting things up where not only is the car so interesting, so compelling, that you're wanting to be in it more than you need to be. Even people that are not car enthusiasts are very, very interested for a number of reasons. The compelling nature of the vehicle, the technology itself, is making them very interested in paying attention to it and being in it more often than needed in some cases. I believe that what's going to happen in the near future is that there's going to be an app store that's going to be built out. And within this app store, you are going to be able to make purchases. You're going to be able to use cryptocurrency to make these purchases, and these will all be centered around the car, making the car more interesting, more compelling, from horsepower updates to games to tweaks and enhancements that I won't go into during this video. Maybe I'll make another one regarding the topic, but the point of the matter is that they are, as I keep saying, building the ultimate water cooler. And in my opinion, because of this, you're also going to see power grids come into the occasion, come into the topic, and they're going to rise to the occasion is what I really meant to say, because your car is going to become something that will also be a portable generator that will power your house. You will have potentially energy that could otherwise be drained, like phantom drain, be harvested, and that will then go into storage, which will then power your house if and when you choose to use it. You will also have the ability to resell things that have to do with power, things that have to do with use of your device. Your car, I'm calling it a device because it's become a device. You'll be able to, when FSD is more intelligent, rent out, send out your car, have it generate revenue for you. You will be able to have it be a sophisticated and safe babysitter to a point, taking care of older kids, meaning kids that are, not infants or babies or toddlers, but maybe 9-10-year-olds and younger, with various games, security systems that will protect them as they are in the car and make it impossible for anything to happen to them that is detrimental to their well-being. You will have a situation where the internet itself will become even more compelling within the car and within the car's screen. You will be able to do intricate um, amounts of shopping. This is again all my opinion. You will be able to, I'll just use Amazon as a quick example, a lot of functionalities that work very well on your phone, and you could say, well, yes, but I can do this all on my phone. Why would I want to? Yeah, but you have the big screen in the car, and it enables you to do a lot of things and see a lot more quicker than your phone ever would. So what I'm getting at is the car is becoming a home, and the home is becoming a car. And the way that Tesla is looking at this, they really understand what it means to build a compelling water cooler. And at the end of the day, there are going to be so many competitors that are going to and are currently racing and trying to hop on this runaway train that a lot of them are going to basically shoot themselves in the foot. They're not going to be able to keep up, and they're going to screw up, and they're going to be like kamikaze, involuntary kamikaze technological pilots that end up offing themselves. And an example of this is a news story that I saw the other day, which I'm not going to search it now. I'm sure you could easily Google it and see. There seems to be an issue with Mach-E that is bricking the car. Bricking the car. Why? Well, it seems that something is going wrong when it is charging, and I don't remember actually, to be truthful, what I read in terms of the details of why this is happening. But if you were to Google breaking Mach-E, I think that could be easily answered. Maybe I'll do it while we're making this video here. I don't know. I'll see. I don't want to interfere with making it easy for you to take in visually what you're seeing, and I didn't really plan searching it out. But however, a perfect example of what I'm saying in terms of the competition offing themselves. Nobody saw this coming. Elon saw this coming, and it's part of his genius, right? To be able to look into where things need to go, where they're going, and how to get them there quickly. So the charging infrastructure that Tesla built out is tremendously advantageous, and it seems to work flawlessly almost always. I would say with at least a 99.5% efficacy. And this instills confidence in the consumer, at least it did with myself, and I'm sure it did with almost everyone else. And it's a big reason. I mean, don't get me wrong, if the cars were terrible, nobody would buy them, but you need that infrastructure of charging to be solid. So if you want to go on a road trip and charging at home isn't enough juice, you need that infrastructure. Otherwise, the car becomes a bit of a prisoner in a sense where, you cannot leave a certain radius. And that's, again, a whole other conversation. However, the point I'm trying to make is that the other companies now are trying to jump on the bandwagon, and you have things like Electrify America trying to build out as quickly as possible. But I see in a lot of different videos, one of them I watch from time to time is a channel called Out of Spec Motors. Has nothing to do with me, I'm just a subscriber to the channel, and I see how the Electrify America chargers are glitchy. And I believe this is in part just due to the speed in which they're trying to, frantically build this out, because they don't want Tesla to keep eating their lunch and make it so that they can never get a piece of this actual lunch. I think the other part of it is that, they're not all the same models that are being charged using this particular infrastructure. So because they're not all the same models, I'm sure that everything isn't exactly 100% in terms of how the charge ports work and how they communicate with each individual car, and how they then thus communicate with the, as an example, Electrify America chargers. So what I'm saying is, due to their haste and due to their rush, there's a lot of mistakes being made. And I think that there's a big comparison to be made here with and stay with me here, and if you like this, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and subscribe if you haven't already, if you agree with what I'm saying here today. It's like the restaurant industry. If you go in and you eat something and you're not happy at an establishment, chances are you are never, ever, ever going back to that establishment ever again, because you've been disappointed. And because you've been disappointed, it's the same thing with the charging network. It's a very finicky thing where if someone goes in and has, of course, a pizza is not the price of a car, but bad news travels faster than good news. And if people keep having bad experiences in the user experience, along with the competing manufacturers making the mistakes that they seem to be making, there's going to be no alternative. There's going to be no competition, because they are going to vaporize themselves and thus become the kamikaze pilots of their own destiny, which will make them 100% useless. The Tesla car is not about a car, it's about technology, and it's about how technology will morph into many different directions, unforeseen, and a lot that have been seen. There also, along the way, are things that are occurring that are very surprising, like Apple, for instance, using Tesla's batteries within their own premises is a big boost. Probably something I should have mentioned at the beginning of the video. I hope you're still watching at this point. But when you get that that type of edification, and you get that type of leg up, it's something that is huge. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next video.